Let's have a little walkthrough of how we can create an infographic with this prototype that we have built. When you first open the screen, you'll see something like this. It has a huge working canvas in between. On the left hand side, you can see the various graph elements that you can use. For example, the bar, pie, line, scatter, map, etc. On the right hand side, you'll see all the data that you want to use. There is a button to upload data. Once you upload the data, this is the data and all the columns that it has. And once you click on a particular column, that is a particular data type, which shows you what all things it has inside it. As you can see here from this button, it is collapsible, so you can focus only on your graphic that you want to create once you selected the data. Let us reopen it right now. There is a button to add text in between. I can just add text, and this thing is draggable, so you can place it wherever you want according to the graphics that we have that you want to create. So when you right click on this box, you can find an edit button and delete button. So you can just delete the text box right now. Let's rewind to what our story was. We wanted to find out the number of incidents in a current week served by a platoon for a particular uh, station, fire station. So let us first build the map which will give us how many fire stations are there in this Raleigh city. So here on the left hand panel I click on map. Here it will show me a modal which will show the different kinds of maps that I can use in my infographic. The first is the map of the world. I don't want it, I want the next one, that is map of USA. So once I've selected the map, I click on insert. Once I click on insert, you'll see a sample map. It has sample data filled in. It is resizable and it is draggable to wherever you want. Now on the left hand side, if you see below the map, like the accordion, it opens and it shows the different types of properties that you can set for the map. For example, you can have the political view or the terrain view or the satellite view. You can have markers for each point that you want to have. You can insert a color for the marker. Assuming I have done everything, like I labeled this to be fire station A, I click on done. Once I click on done, you can see that it populated a map with a marker which is called fire station B. If I zoom out a little, I'll find fire station A. All of them come on hover. Once this is done, so now I know what all places my fire stations are at. This is again draggable. Everything out here is draggable. Now I want to see how many platoons are there in each of the stations. I want to represent that as a pie graph. So what I'll do is I click on pie. Here I'll select a normal pie graph. I click on insert. Here it shows me the sample pie chart which has a few labels. Now I don't want the title to be sample pie chart, so I click on the title and change the name to fire station platoons for fire station A. Now I want to have different styles inside this pie, so I do a change style. Here it's asking me to select a style. I can have the same style for everyone. I can have different style in each of the pie slices, and the options that I can have is I can have a different image, a color, or a pattern. I want different style for all slices, so I click on different styles. Here it will ask me a drop down which will let me select which all slices do I want to have a particular thing with. I select 1 and 3. Now I want to insert an image here, so I click on insert image. This is the normal Windows open an image, open a file thing that opens. Now I want to have black cap as my image. So I select the cap and I press on insert. Now it gives me a couple of options here, such as rotation, cropping, and tiling. So I can, let's say I want to flip it horizontally. So I click on flip horizontal. So it did a horizontal flip. I'll change it back again because I don't want it right now. I can also enable cropping. When I enable cropping, it will give me a button to crop on the image. When I press crop and then I select whatever I want to crop, and this will be the cropped image. Right now I want to have the whole image, so I'll disable cropping. Now tiling. Tiling is wherein this whole image fills the entire area possible. I don't want it right now, so I'll click on disable and done. Now I want to select image number 2 or the slice number 2, and I want to fill it with a color. So I click on color, radio button, and then I click on insert color. Now let's say I want it to be blue color. I press on blue and I press it again. So it selects the color as blue. Now everything that I wanted to do is done. So I click on done. Here you will see it populated with the second slice, which was B, came with the blue color which I selected, and 1 and 3, that is A and C, came with the black cat that I had selected. Now let's say I want to change this blue color to something else. So what I'll do is I'll go to that slice. I'll do a right click. Here it shows me something called edit properties. I click on edit properties. It again gives me the same option that I got initially, and it has pre-selected the slice which I clicked on. Now let's say I want to change the color to something like green. Again press green. It changes to green. Now when I press done, it will show me the slice with green color, as you can see here. Now the next part is, now once I have the fire platoon stations, I want to know how many incidents did each platoon have in the month of January. I want a bar graph for that. So I click on bar graph. It will show me the types of options that I have. It's a normal or a stacked. But I want a normal one. So I select the normal, press on insert here. Now we've shown you in the sketches the whole scenario wherein how can we change the properties for the bar graphs. So assuming all of that is present, initially you have a simple bar graph. Assuming we do all of that, and I just change the style, and for the purpose of the demo we are showing that it has already been created. So this is draggable, so I just want it right here close to me. Now you can see that it has a flame on top. I had selected flames as a part of the sketches that we had shown. It also has labels. Sketch selected, you can so add, show some more data when the user hovers over it. The next is, now I know how many incidents it had for week 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I want to know what kind of incidents were they and what was the frequency of those incidents. So I have another bar graph. Again want a simple bar graph, and assuming I do everything that the sketches showed, I should have the last uh, paragraph shown as here. Here what I have done is, instead of selecting image on top, I have made the bar as the image in as it's shown in the sketches. Also when I hover over it, it changes color and gives me a tooltip. Right now you can see that the tooltip is uh, on a plain white background. Let's say I want to change it to something else. So what I'll do is, it's my tooltip. So we have an option to change the tooltip. So once you go to the border, this frame, you right click it, It'll give you an option to create an interaction which SAS tool already has. Now what I want to do is add the tooltip. So I'll do an add tooltip. Here it shows me the modal or the dialog box on what are the things I can do with the tooltip. One is I can change the position of the tooltip, the tip of the tooltip. Here I've selected one which is above. The shape. It can be of different shapes. The highlighted one is the shape that is currently selected. I can change the background color if I want. Also, I can change the type from text to images to trends. Now, let's say I want to change the background color. So I click on background color. I've selected yellow, and if I want yellow, the selected color here is yellow. And then when I insert, here you see that the tooltip became yellow in background. So this is how I can create a simple infographic with this tool. I can drag and drop things around if I want. I can insert more text that I want. It, I can put it wherever I want to. If I don't want it, I can delete it. So that was the end of the prototype. Thank you so much for watching.